Thank you. So, hi everyone. As you can notice from the beginning, my talk will be a little different because it will be in English. So I have no idea what it just said, but I'm hoping it will be good things. So, hello all. First of all, it's a great pleasure to be here in front of you guys that want to change things and want to do things in your life. Just a little bit of myself. My name is Ricardo. I'm from a little country called Portugal, and in Europe, of course. I'm 19 years old. I'm an entrepreneur. I founded a conference in Portugal and also a company. And now I'm working for an awesome startup called 600 Kinder. We do awesome web applications. So, but I'm not here to talk about me or to talk about the things I did. I'm here to talk about you and the things you can do. And I'm just starting by telling you something you will not like. And that's you're not a rock star. And you shouldn't expect you to be. So you're not a rock star, and you're also not a great football player like my fellow countryman, Ronaldo. So what that means is that you're not going to have a lot of fans. Sorry about that. But then, you're not famous, you don't have like the football skills your mother and your father were hoping for, so what can you expect? Let's meet John. John is a boy just like you. He goes to school, is happy, he lives in Berlin, and then he goes all day in this yellow bus to school, he learns things, he talks to his mates, and eventually he goes to university and he graduates. Great, he now has a degree. He's either a doctor or a lawyer or he's working with some big companies. And then all these companies come to him and say, hey, come work for me, I'm Siemens, or I'm Deloitte, or BMW, I'm going to do amazing things with you. And he starts thinking, oh, that's going to be an awesome life. I'm going to be rich. Awesome. Yeah, and that's probably going to happen. So if you go to work for BMW, or for Siemens, or for one of those big companies, you are probably going to get a lot of money. But are you changing the world? And by changing the world, I don't mean like finding a cure for a disease or something like that. I mean actually doing something that is remarkable, that changes something, that influences somebody. I don't think so. I think you should forget all the rest. You should forget Siemens, you should forget BMW, you should forget all those big companies. And you should focus on only one thing, which is finding your passion. And I'm not only talking about finding your girlfriend or your boyfriend, although that's cool. I'm talking about finding the things you really like to do, those things that you can do up until the 3 in the morning, and you're still going to be happy the next day waking up at 8. Those are the things you're going to be good at, and those are the things you should focus on. And the next thing you should really do is do something. Do stuff. Do whatever you like, but at least do something. Because one of the problems our generation has is that we are not doing enough stuff. Something. You like coding? Start coding something. It's not going to be useful? Forget about it. At least you'll be doing something. Also, and that's very important, your bedroom is going to be your office. Don't expect to get a fancy office to work on your code. Just start coding on your bathroom. On your bedroom, wherever you have the space to have your computer or have whatever you like to do. Just start working there, and you have the space, you have the time, you have everything. You get home at 6 o'clock. What are you going to do from 6 o'clock in the afternoon to 6 in the morning the other day? Start doing something valuable. The next big step for you is to actually create a network. So come to these events, meet people, start to expand ways in which you can get to another person. So if I need someone to do me a design, I'm not going to play around design because I'm not good at design. I'm going to hop into my network that I have of people I know. I'll try to find a design, and I'll try to pitch in my project. I'll try to say, hey, I want to recreate a thing that is going to really revolutionize the world. Come do it with me. You're going to be the designer. You're going to be awesome, just like me. And of course, use the new tools. You can use Facebook or Twitter to share your message, to share whatever you're doing, from small things to bigger ones. You can do it. Or you can create a blog on WordPress, and of course, have a profile on LinkedIn. No one is looking at those whole boring resumes anymore. And of course, set your goals. Like, have those things you really want to do. And please don't try to say, like, I want to create the next Facebook. That's all, man. Mark Zuckerberg was not thinking about creating the next MySpace when he started Facebook. He was expecting to create something very different, something very unique. Start doing that. And the next step, the next logical step, is, of course, to join a startup instead of one of those big companies. And why? Well, let me start by explaining what is a startup. No, it is nothing to do with Star Wars. A startup is a small company, a small, awesome company, where you can work with amazing, passionate people to execute amazing ideas. That's what a startup is. So if you have the time, start working there, maybe as a freelancer, maybe as a part-time job, but go there, go do something, go contribute, and go also take something from it. And what you will have is you're going to have a smart team. I have one of the smartest teams I ever worked with. And you're going to learn a lot from those people. So try to hop in. And you'll learn a lot more than with those fancy, yellow, boring books, right? We are all tired of books. So just get there, get your hands dirty, and start doing amazing stuff. Start contributing for the company, but also start contributing for yourself. And eventually, if you are able to, try to change the world. I mean, don't cure any disease, or if you can, please do, but try to change your life, change someone else's life, contribute to a project, do something. That's very important. And the next logical step is, of course, to keep creating, keep helping. Don't ever be afraid. Don't hide under your desk. That doesn't look good in a startup or anywhere else, for that matter. Just go out, meet people, get on the stage. I'm not even being able to look at you guys because those lights are so strong on my eyes. But here I am. You guys might be laughing. You guys might be bored by what I'm saying. But just get out there. Go do something. And you're probably going to be waved like I'm going to be. But you can also get some applauses. And that will be worth it. And the next step is, of course, to become an entrepreneur yourself. So to start something on your own, lead something on your own, and eventually be successful or smart wherever you want to be. But the first thing you have to do is actually to trust in the power of an idea. So ideas are very powerful. We have them every day. And although time and execution is also of great concern here, having ideas and being passionate about your ideas, so going after them, is very, very important. And find the right partners. Of course, this guy is a tech guy, is a geek, if you want. But he certainly knows more about hardcore technology than you do. And if you need a hardcore technology partner, you should probably be looking for someone like him. Share the dream. That's my team for Switch conference. And we all share this dream. So unless your team is all focused on getting the best out of this idea you have, you'll not be able to do so. So we are all doing this voluntarily, and we are all doing this with passion. And the second biggest thing is, of course, not only to share the dream, but to keep dreaming so you have other dreams and bigger dreams. And being an entrepreneur is actually cool, you know? I had this idea that people don't like entrepreneurs, but they really do. So when people look at young entrepreneurs, they will look at something like that. Oh, so cute, an entrepreneur. I must tell you, however, that when your colleagues are going to look at you and you're in school trying to say, hey, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm doing stuff, they'll be looking at you and saying something like that. Yeah. But the thing is, there are challenges. It's not going to be easy. You're not going to, like, sit in your bedroom, code something, and be the next Mark Zuckerberg and earn millions of dollars. That's not how it works. It will be a lot of hard work. You'll have to spend some nights without sleeping. You'll have to do a lot of stuff you really don't want to do. But in the end, it will be worth it. I can promise you. So in the end, you might be even richer. So you can be the next Mark Zuckerberg. You can be all this. So cool chicks and boys around you trying to, yay, I'm so cool. Of course, you can be totally poor and ruin your business and not have any amount of money. But what I think you're definitely going to be is more happy. You're going to be happy because you're going to be doing what you really want to do, what your heart, what your mind is set to do. And that's what I think you guys should be doing. So if you can, please go out, join a startup. Berlin is growing crazy in startups. So join a startup, learn how things are processing there, go learn how things work there, and then create your own and be super successful and super happy. Feel free to talk to me. We and my colleague are, of course, in these blue shirts, and we are going to offer one of you guys the possibility of spending a day in our office, in a radio show, so you can share your stories. Just come to us and tell us why. Thank you very much, guys.